Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Great to be here. Great to be gigging with Irish people, you know, because Irish people, we have the reputation of being very nice and friendly, you know, and it's true. Like, even our racists are lovely in this country. Like, to the point where it can be hard to know how to handle, like, a nice Irish racist. Like, I was in the west of Ireland a few months ago doing a gig, and after the show, a little old woman came up to me, right, with a big smile on her face, and she goes, "It was really great to see you up there, right, because my daughter is going out with a coloured man as well." I was thinking she's got a big smile on her face, doesn't mean any harm by it, you know, can't really call that out, you know. But then she had a bad follow-up. Her follow-up was, "She's going out with a coloured man as well. Do you know him?" And that's where I draw the line, you know. And I had to explain to her, listen, not all black people know each other, you know. But I had a few pints, so my follow-up was, but most black men are familiar with your daughter. Which is... You're laughing, she stopped smiling. So I'll be honest, my big concern at the minute is my health, right? Very concerned about my health. And I've been concerned about my health ever since the Queen of England died. Because, yeah, I am, because I thought if she could go, it could happen to anybody, couldn't it? Like, she was in the prime of her life, that woman, and then she just dropped. And I don't know if there's any English people in. Yeah, you wouldn't admit it, would you? And, but like, we have a funny relationship with the Brits, you know, like we don't like us. But, like, I did a gig in Dublin the night the Queen died, right? I did a gig and I opened the show by going, "Did you hear about what happened to the Queen?" And everyone in the crowd clapped for so long. Like, I didn't have time to do anything else, I'll be honest. Spent 20 minutes just finishing a pint going, "Yeah, fair, to Liz." Yeah. Like, our relationship with the Brits is kind of funny, you know. I don't think it's, like, healthy that we still hate them so much after all these years, you know. All the time has passed, we still hate them so much. Like, obviously, as an Irish person, I love to see them suffer, don't get me wrong. Like, every time the pound goes down in value, I get a boner, but I don't think it's, I don't think that's healthy, you know. But people were complaining when the Queen died, going, "Oh, they made such a big deal about it." I'm like, yeah, fair enough, actually, you know. Like, if our version of the Queen died, we'd make a big deal about it, wouldn't we? And our version of the Queen is Bono, isn't it? He's our Queen. Very similar, Bono and the Queen, you know. They both wear funny hats. They both avoid tax. And, and they're both very divisive figures. Like, if you don't like Bono, you just dismiss him as a wanker, don't you? You don't like Bono. Yeah, exactly. Everyone agrees. Yeah. It's funny, like with comedians, right? If other comedians like a particular comedian, that comedian is known as the comedian's comedian. And in the same way, Bono is known as the wanker's wanker. Other wankers tip the hat to him, you know. Like the Happy Pear Brothers are like, "I don't know how he does it, I don't know." The man's a genius. I didn't realise he could wear the sunglasses for that long. Unbelievable. There's two of us and he's still a bigger wanker. How's that? And the Happy Pear Brothers. How can two people be so smug yet dead behind the eyes at the same time? And I say that as a vegetarian, I should be on their side, right? But I see them, I'm a vegetarian, and I see them, and like, I'd kill a pig out of spite if they were in front of me. If they were in front of me, I'd push a pig off a cliff happily. But Bono is the bigger wanker, right? And but it's a funny one because Bono says good things that you can't really argue with. Like, Bono will be there going, "We have to save the planet," and you're like, "Shut up, Bono, you wanker." Telling me how to save my planet. He'll be in Africa saving little African kids. He'll have a little African kid in his arms, and the little African kid with no English is looking at him going, "Who's this wanker trying to save me?" He's waving goodbye to the villagers like that. They're like that back at him, wanker. Don't like him personally. I don't like him. I hate Bono so much. Like, if he came up with like the cure for cancer and I needed it, I wouldn't take it. And he's a nice guy, so he'd be trying to give it to me, you know, and I wouldn't take it. And my last words to him before I died would be, "And you still haven't found what I'm looking for." I think it's because he doesn't dress for the job. Yeah, he's trying to be a humanitarian, but he wears the sunglasses indoors and the leather trousers. That's not a humanitarian to me. Yeah, sunglasses indoors and the leather trousers. To me, Bono looks like someone who you wouldn't leave your drink unattended in front of at the bar. If he was standing beside you, you'd put a cover on it, wouldn't you? To me, Bono looks like he'd slip something into your drink just as easily as he'd slip one of his albums onto your phone. He's a creep. But I'm trying to be healthy. Basically, I was feeling bad about how unhealthy I am. And I went to America and I felt a lot better about myself. And I'm skinny over there, but I was. I don't mind the Americans. A lot of people give out about Americans, but like, I think the funny thing with Americans is they love a ghost over there. You know, they always claim every old building in America is haunted. you know. And every ghost, they always go, oh, if you listen now, there's a ghost from 150 years ago. You know, it's a soldier looking for his wife. Every ghost is from 150 years ago. And I was thinking, in 150 years from now, ghosts are going to be shit, aren't they? Because all the ghosts will be people from now who've done nothing. In 150 years, you'll be in an old building, they'll be going, if you listen now, you can hear a TikToker looking for a phone charger. Shit ghosts. I want to hear the screams of a woman they thought was a witch, you know? No, it's going to be, there's going to be a young kid going telling his parents, oh, there's a pale figure at the end of my bed who won't go away. It's either a ghost or Philip Schofield, who knows? Now, so, he's offering me an internship. The point is, I'm not a big fan of the ghost thing. And I'm not a big fan of like most spooky sort of, I don't even like magic, right? I don't even like magicians. My problem, yeah. You're on my side, yeah, fuck magicians. The point is, I don't like magicians, they have too much pizzazz, don't they, in their delivery? They have too much pizzazz, magicians. Like, you need a little bit of showmanship as a magician. Like, a magician with no showmanship, it's like watching a crime being committed. Just a man sawing a woman in half. I don't think I should be watching this, it's a bit... Like, you need a little bit of showmanship doing magic. Like, I'm sure Jesus had a bit of showmanship when he was doing miracles. Like, there's no way Jesus walked on water. If you're walking on water, there's no way you're not going to throw in one of these. Put on a bit of a show. Which is... And... So, that's a good end point, but I'll finish the joke, fuck it. Thanks for laughing at that, because I had someone complain about that joke. I had someone, a really religious guy, come up to me and he went, I didn't like your jokes making fun of Jesus at the end there, Martin, you know? And he went, we argued, I went, I'm not really making fun of Jesus. And he went, yeah, maybe you're right, maybe I'm a bit sensitive, you know, because I've got a special connection with Jesus, because I used to be a carpenter. I was like, I don't think that's what Jesus was best known for. No one's going, he healed the sick and came back from the dead, but look at that chair he fixed, look at that. I'm telling you, he's the Son of God, look at that chair. It's just a weird thing to focus on, you know. Be like someone complaining after this gig going, yeah, Martin, didn't really like your jokes about the Queen, you know, because I've got a special connection with the Queen. Because one of my sons is a paedophile as well. And that's all for me, thank you very much.